for you. So please make sure that you do this correctly, follow all the directions. And we've incorporated the standing long jump in there, leg power or explosive strength. So you use a masking tape or some sort of necessary line there in order to do that. And it is a standing long jump. So you're not running or anything. You are starting from a... Yes, dragon. Yeah, in middle school, high school, it's the same thing. Yeah. You have the sit and reach box that we use. The 1 mile run, jog, walk test. So make sure that you are doing this. If you use a treadmill, that's fine, but you have to be at a 3% incline, which helps to stimulate any sort of elevation, wind resistance that you might get outside. And even if it's not windy outside, it is a different experience doing the running a mile on a track or on the street or the road or whatever it is that you're doing compared to a treadmill. So make sure that you're doing that correctly. Stephanie, no, you need to actually do the one for a couple of mile run alternatives. If for some reason you can't get to a track or you can't figure out how far a mile is around your house, or you just don't feel comfortable going outside and doing that right now, please look at the other mile run alternatives that you can use to meet that requirement. And then finally, you're going to set your SMART goals for what it is you want to try to achieve for Unit 9. So your SMART goal, think about it being specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. So with this, you would want to make sure, let me look at this. With this, you would want to make sure that you are, if right now you can only do 1 push-up, so by Unit 9, so essentially we're looking at 9 weeks from now, you would want to make sure that you set a goal that makes sense. I'm not going to set a goal that is, 20 push-ups if I can only do 1 now. A class kick activity. So how many of you, give me a yes or no in the chat box if you have used class kick. All right, so this is going to be new. That's good. I'm going to put a link in the chat, and what's going to happen, so you don't worry about that at all. I'm going to put the link in the chat for you. When you click on the link, it's going to take you to class kick. You do have to make you're setting goals for, let me get back to this slide here. You are setting a goal in due Monday of this week. So I've gotten through about half of them. Many of you I've given comments to, so you have an opportunity to resubmit it and get more points, which I'm hoping that you will do. In terms of submitting your fitness plan and your fitness test, if you go to tools in the class and click on that, it'll drop down to assignments, and you'll see both of those assignments where you can upload those. So please make sure that you've turned in your fitness plan. If you haven't yet, it's past due. You're going to use your fitness test to set an attainable and realistic your plan, and it is a plan for the week. That's why it's due on Monday, is that you are going to hopefully sit down on Monday, think about what it is principle correctly, so that frequency, intensity, time, and type. And with that, we're looking at the frequency of cardiovascular activities, a minimum of 3 days a week for 20 minutes at a time or longer. Muscular strength endurance, at least 2 days a week. And then your flexibility, 5 days a week. So we want to make sure that you are actually, if you're doing your plan, which again, we hope that you are, that you're doing it correctly and you're setting it up so you enjoy doing it. That's the greatest thing about WAVA, is that you're not walking into my PE class and we're not, going out into the gym and I'm telling you what to do. And maybe if you don't like the activity we're doing for the day, it's not only one exercise and activity per row. That is one of the things that I practice. So you're double clicking on this to check those boxes, and making sure it's really important that you read the information. So hopefully you've control over your genetics. You don't have control over your heredity. You can help to alter